Let's Play Episode 1 is the only video posted by the channel Sinking Pancake. This channel is pretty simple, having a basic profile picture and no banner. Their channel only consists of one video, a 1.5 minute clip of them playing Minecraft. The video is pretty simple, with the person in it just farming wheat, but then they begin to type in chat.
Hello. Welcome to episode 1 of my Let's Play.
The person in the video, Sinking Pancake, the same as the YouTube channel, proceeds to type that they'll go strip mining before heading down the stairs of a dark mine. He decides to start a strip mine when he digs into Inside the chest, there is sand, an iron nugget, gravel, and an oak log. These items all seem quite random at the moment, but I'm sure they will be explained as the video continues. And the video ended. I guess we'll have to figure this out on our own. The description of the video reads, "Welcome to my first Let's Play episode. I went strip mining and I found some cool stuff. Thanks for watching and make sure to come back for later episodes." Then a random string of numbers. Luckily, this random string of numbers is the exact length of a YouTube link, but what are the remaining 4 letters? Well, looking back at the chest of items, we can see that each item's first letter correlates with a letter on the YouTube link, and once pasted in, it leads to our first real clue, titled Exploring My Friend's World, re-upload. This video is 7 minutes long, and starts off similar to the first, though the person we see has a different hand to the one in the first video, and then they start typing.
I'm playing on my friend's world. He said there was something here. I don't know, I think he's bullshitting.
The new character, Floating Waffle, most likely Sinking Pancake's friend, looks around for a while before heading into the mine from before, where we see something strange.
Did he make this? Why is it so creepy?
The strange part is, the block on the right and the 2 blocks on the left of him, as well as his hotbar, are different to the original video, showing that the timelines are different than we thought. Waffle then changes one of the blocks into cobblestone, matching with video 1, and seems quite taken aback, but there is still more to the left of him. Maybe he'll give more info later in the video.
What the hell? Where the fuck am I? Did he build this? How did he build this?
Waffle, after breaking 2 logs, immediately returns to the tree to place the logs back. He does this a few times throughout the video, seemingly incapable of breaking anything without placing it back afterwards.
Must be turning night. What am I talking about? Where the hell am I? What is this? Was he telling the truth? Are there mods? I'm genuinely so confused. can't see shit.
Waffle yet again tries to break a block and use it, but like every other time, he can't. He starts to catch on to what's happening, saying,
Why didn't I craft that?
"Since this seems to be quite common, I'll mark when people are in this sort of trance state with this."
I swear to God I didn't do that. I'm not doing this, bro. He made a world without cheats? That's new of him.
Waffle then tries to turn on cheats using land so he can escape, but for some reason it doesn't work.
What the... Wait, what? Something is actually really wrong with this world.
The second video has quite a lot to unpack. The first, most obvious part is Waffle's inventory. Secondly, how he cuts off halfway through his message. And finally, how he can't seem to use the items he gets no matter what. Waffle's inventory can actually be turned into Morse code, with however many items there are being the amount of characters and spruce wood being capital letters. Translated, this turns into a string of text which actually fits into a pastebin link, leading us to 3 more videos titled Log 1, Log 2 and Log 3. Log 1 shows the start of sinking Pancake's world. In it, he loads up his world, then does all the regular things somebody starting a new world would do. Breaking wood, making tools, finding an unnatural structure that was made by somebody else in your single player world, making a base. Honestly, Log 1 doesn't have much to work with. Pancake says that he hasn't played Minecraft in a while, and that he's confused when he's unable to take any of the torches, just like Waffle. The most notable part of the video is when Pancake manages to fight against the urge pulling him back for so long, but eventually can't withstand it and places the torch back. Log 2 is where these recordings start to become mildly interesting. Log 2 starts off just like all the other videos we've seen so far. Pancake says he told his friends about the mine, but they said he was lying and that it was never added. Unusually, when he goes back to the completely not unusual mine, the torches have all vanished, apart from 2. Suddenly, Pancake hears something. We don't know what, but apparently it's scary enough for him to block up into a wall. I'm sure it'll be gone once he goes back out.
Well... I should probably start heading home. Back to my house. Anyways, that was probably nothing.
Pancake's teleportation is similar to Waffle's video, where they transition into another dimension from inside the mine. One of the strangest parts of this is the fact that Pancake never talks about where he is or questions what's happening, unlike Waffle. He simply tells us that he wants to head back to his base and that it was probably nothing, referring to the sound he heard. Either Pancake sees something completely different than us, or he's pretending to ignore it, meaning something
is watching him.
What exactly is watching him? We don't know, but what we do know is that Pancake is hiding something within his chat messages, and there's one more thing I forgot to show you. A pastebin link, also in Pancake's logs, they're requiring a password, but I think I know what that password is. Inputting the code IDBYATG opens up to this pastebin, titled Retrieved Logs. It lists 5 subjects and information about them, such as their entry point, awareness, containment, and contact attempts. Each of the subjects seems to be a different player on this world. We can see subject 4 is Waffle, with the logs showing that his entry point was referred, probably meaning that the world was given to Waffle by someone else. Subject 5, who is most likely Pancake, due to his apparent unawareness of events and the fact that he has not been taken away yet. Now we see an explanation for everything that has happened so far. The entity controlling this world has trapped these test subjects inside its dimensions when they become aware of what's happening. Pancake seems to have realized this and is most likely pretending to ignore what's going on around him, meaning he will not be trapped like Waffle or any of the other subjects. The entity itself says this, stating,
Subject is unaware of events, have not begun containment yet. Will continue monitoring for any signs of outside contact or awareness.
But there's still one more video. Log 3 is strange. Extremely strange. Stranger than the players changing dimensions. It's easy to miss, so see if you can spot it. Did you see it? Well, it's this block. It might not look like much, but if we go back to log 2, we can see that this block isn't there. Pancake, at the beginning of the video, says that he'll send the world to one of his friends to play on, though if his friend has played on it, then this block should be changed. The most likely cause of this is that Pancake lied again, trying to outsmart the entity by making it think that his friend had not been given the world yet, but unfortunately, as we've seen, it didn't work. But this is confusing. If Waffle had been given a world file, nothing would change about Pancake's world. But if Waffle had been playing on Pancake's computer, then why did the skin and name tag change? The only reasonable explanation I could come up with for this is that the world is shared between the players that have been going missing. These 2 blocks from the last log have also been replaced with stone, with my theory being that Pancake hearing a sound never happened. Instead, Pancake never moved from where he was standing, with the entity somehow controlling him to make him believe what happened. This would also explain why Pancake ended up back in his base at the beginning of log 3. Now there's one minute detail I might have forgotten to mention. That's right, Pancake placed the chest. So, who was the one discovering it in the very first public video? Well, it was him, Pancake. Pancake managed to place this chest with these items inside without the entity or anything else realizing, and I think I know why. Pancake tried to stop the entity realizing what he was doing by bringing up some mundane task, but the entity isn't that stupid. It realized, but it allowed Pancake to continue in case others see it and also want to explore the world, giving it more victims. After that, Pancake tries to pretend he was strip mining the entire time, but obviously the entity knows, and Pancake blocks up the mine like every other time. And yeah, that should be the end of... wait, captions? Our final video is an extended cut of the public video, where we can see in plain sight when Pancake is captured. The video is the same up until this point, where the original cut. He blocks off the chest room and heads out, where he says,
I asked my friend to try out the world, but he never got back to me. He sent me one video of him playing on the world, but nothing was off really. So, I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't like me anymore.
showing how he's hiding his knowledge of his friend being captured. But
I don't know why.
he got captured. How could he have uploaded this video? Were we really watching Pancake's perspective?